It's the final chapter of the season then here at the spectacular Yas Marina circuit. It's a race where the pole sitter failed to finish in 3 of the first 4 events. A front row start here is by no means a guarantee of victory. So we go into battle once more then, as we get underway at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Marina circuit through 16 corners and a lap distance of around 3.28 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, so plenty of close racing, then plenty of speed and plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Verstappen, Sainz, Magnussen, Hamilton, Ocon, Tsunoda, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Bottas, Norris, Sargent, Joe, Ricciardo, Stroll, Albon, Hulkenberg, and Grim Reaper. And now it's time to head down to the track. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race.
The key now will be to keep in the right mindset. We've seen time and again that things go wrong if you just try and do the minimum. Not necessarily because of the pressure, but because it's different to your usual approach. They'll need to avoid that and stay focused today.
Okay, so I know we've already won the championship, and it's amazing, but it's not time to switch off yet. We can relax in this race, but I want you to enjoy it. I also want a strong result. Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. Okay, you're in the top 10. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Yellow flag. Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 12.2 seconds. this lap, in this lap. Push now. You're in first position, front of the pack. Alonso behind you now. Okay, gap to the car behind. 5.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. 9 laps to go. Okay, let's go now. Come on. Good job from you and the crew there, mate. We're satisfied with that. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Car in front is 8.6 seconds. Okay, Lewis is in for his stop. Gap to your teammate behind is 4.7 seconds. Okay, car behind trailing us, 7.0 seconds. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. lap of the race. Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Okay, watch your pace. We've been informed the safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stock vehicles on the track. You're approaching the safety car, you're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car. Okay, we're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it, you are the leader. Follow the safety car. Okay, the safety car's coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane. Flag. Final lap, push. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.7 seconds. Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
It's been a roller coaster season, but they can go into the winter with their heads held high after an emphatic victory here today. Tell me, Ant, how do they manage to achieve this win?
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.